Hello everybody, my name is Amit and you're watching Aptitude 360.online. This is the last video in the series of divisibility rule. अगर आपको इस वीडियो का प्रॉपर बेनिफिट उठाना है तो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाके पहले तो ये सारे क्वेश्चंस आप अपनी स्पीड पे सॉल्व करो एंड देन यू कम बैक ओवर हियर एंड ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट वेयर यू हैव मेड द मिस्टेक्स. इज दैट ओके? Now, with that faith that you have solved these questions on your own, I am moving ahead with my question number 1 that says that what is the remainder when this huge number is divided by 999? Now, पहली चीज तो ये कि आपको 999 की divisibility rule पता होनी चाहिए. वीडियो नंबर 5 में हमने क्या बोला था कि we will be making packets of 3 digits each and then we will add them up and we will divide that number by 999. यही तो हमने सीखा हुआ है. तो अभी आपको क्या करना है यहाँ पे, अभी आपको बनाने हैं 3 डिजिट्स के पैकेट. सो 222 प्लस 222 प्लस, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग because we have got 300 twos. So how many packets we will be able to form? We will be able to form exactly 100 packets. Is that okay? And if you add these packets, could you see that it has to be 222 into 100, which is nothing but 22, this number. And what is going to be the next step? Next step is this number should be divided by 999, and if you divide that number you will get your desired answer. So 22200 should be divided by 999. I hope you understand where are we getting this number, right? And this will be going 2 times, so this is going to be what, 1998, and if you take, that's going to be 222, and then further this will be 0 and 1998, and what is that you're going to get? You're going to get 222, right? So the answer to this problem is 2, 2 and 2. But then what is that you need to understand? First, you need to understand the divisibility rule of 999. You have to make the bundles of 3 digits each, add them up, and then divide it by 999, and you will be having your desired remainder. I hope you understand this. If you have not seen video number 5, please watch it very carefully to understand this problem. Now, I am moving ahead with the another problem. Now, this is the very huge number that has to be divisible by. There are the options that are written over here. Now try to understand this. This number for sure is going to be divisible by 3, right? How come it is divisible by 3? Now you understand sum of digits must be divisible by 3. Is that okay? Now this number is also divisible by 111. Do it on your own, because if you have got a, that for sure has to be divisible by a. Isn't it? Now you understand that this number is divisible by 3, you know the divisibility rule, and you also understand that this number is divisible by 111, and if you do the prime factorization of 111, that comes out as 3 into 37, and hence this number will have to be divisible by 37 as well. भाई अगर 111 से divisible हो गया तो 37 and 3, which these two are in fact factors of 111, तो 37 से भी तो divisible होना चाहिए. So we have got 3 and we have got 37 and then we have got 111. So in fact the entire debate is over here whether this number is divisible by 1001. Now in video number 6, what is that we have learned? We have learned the divisibility rule of 1001. क्या सीखा है उसके लिए कि हमारे को एकदम यूनिट प्लेस से 3 डिजिट्स के पैकेट बनाने हैं. इवन वालों को अलग से ऐड करना है, ऑड वालों को अलग से ऐड करना है, और उनका डिफरेंस मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट हैज टू बी नथिंग बट 0. दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव लर्नड. इफ यू हैवंट सीन दैट वन, प्लीज गो वॉच इट एंड कम बैक एंड सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, राइट? नाउ आई एम गोना चेक वेदर दिस नंबर इज डिविजिबल बाय 1001 और नॉट. तो मैं क्या करूंगा यहाँ पे, ये देखो ना. So I have got these 6 packets, right? So this is what? This is, I would say odd and odd and odd. So what is going to be the sum of digits at odd places? I would say 3, 3 and 3. So what is going to be the sum of digits at even places? Sum of digits at even places would also be nothing but 333, and if you subtract it, it comes out as 0, and if it is coming out as 0, तो ये नंबर तो 1001 से डिविजिबल होना ही चाहिए. And you have also learned in that video that this number can also be written as 7 into 11 into 13, right? और अगर कोई भी नंबर 1001 से डिवाइड हो गया तो 7 से भी होगा, 11 से भी होगा, 13 से भी हो गया. That is how we developed the divisibility rule of 7 and 13. I hope you remember things. You have gone through that video. Now, so what should be the option? In fact, it is divisible by 3 and 37 and this number and this number and this number, and 11 is also there, right? So this number is divisible by all of it. What is the takeaway from this particular question? You need to know the divisibility rule of 1001, right? I am moving ahead with another problem, and it says that what is the remainder when this very huge number is divided by 45. Now, I might have told you that if you're looking for the divisibility rule of 45, what is that you should be doing? 45 should be prime factorized, right? So that comes out as what? 3 and then 5 and then 5. So I might have told you this is 3 is to power, no, this is 3 square, this is 3 square and 5 is to power 1. Hence, what are the divisibility rules that you should be checking? You should be checking for this number and this number. This in fact is 9 and this in fact is 5. So in order for a number to be divisible by 45, the number should be divisible by 9 and it should be divisible by 5. Is that okay? Now you know the divisibility rule of these two numbers. क्या है भाई वो? 9 की divisibility rule हम कैसे check करते हैं? Sum of digits must be divisible by 9. And what is the divisibility rule of 5? The last digit should be 0 or 5. अगर वो नहीं है तो जो last पे रखा हुआ है, if it is less than 5, वही तो remainder हो गया. Is that okay? So first of all, we should be checking what if this number is divisible by 9, or if it is not divisible by 9, तो remainder कितना आ रहा है यहाँ पे. तो हम करना क्या चाहते हैं यहाँ पे, ये नंबर अगर आप ध्यान से देखो ना, तो क्या लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे 1 से शुरू करके यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली 44 तक लिखा गया है. इज दैट ओके? 44 के बाद में यहाँ पे एक 81 लगा दिया है सिर्फ और सिर्फ कंफ्यूज करने के लिए. तो हमारे को करना क्या है, हमारे को पहले तो 1 to 44 का सम निकालना चाहिए. इज दैट ओके? नाउ पीपल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड अगर वो ये बोलते हैं कि भाई सम ऑफ डिजिट्स है या सम ऑफ नंबर्स है, राइट? बट आई टेल यू दिस, इन द केस ऑफ 9, either you find out sum of digits or you find out sum of the numbers. Both of them will lead you to the same answer. जैसे मैं थोड़ा सा elaborate करके मैंने आपको ये बताना चाहता हूं कि आपको अगर 1 to 44 का सम चाहिए. Now you understand why we are talking about 1 to 44 का सम, because it starts with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and it goes up to 40 41 42 43 and 44. So what I'm going to do is I will be finding out sum of 1 to 9, right? And then 10 to 19, because this is very easy for me to find. And then I will be finding out from 20 to 29, and then I will be doing from 30 to 39, and last but not the least 40 to 44. Now everybody knows how to find out sum of first 9 natural numbers. Apply n into n plus 1 by 2. Apply this number n into n plus 1 by 2. That is nothing but sum of first n natural numbers. And if you do that, that is going to be what? 9 into 10 divided by 2. If you simplify this thing, it is coming out as 45. So this sum over here will be 45, right? What is going to be this sum? Because you have 0 to 9 and 1 is there with each number. You have got 1 at 10th place, so that's going to be 45 plus 10, which is 55. Similarly, this will be 65, right? And this is going to be 75, and this is what you need to find out, 40 to 44. So 40 to 44 will be 20 plus 10. You can do it on your own, right? So what is that I am trying to say? This is 100, right? And this is 100, and then this is 140, and this is coming out as 30, and this entire sum is coming out as 270, and 270 plus 81 270 plus 81 is going to be 1, and this is 351. Now if you divide 351 by 9, the remainder is going to be 0. If you check it, I don't have the space, but then we can do it over here. 351 divided by 9, that's 27, and this is 8 and 1, this is, so this remainder is coming out as 0. So what is that I'm trying to say is, if you try to solve through this very longer method, you will get the answer. Or what you do, what if you do this, say in the examination scenario, this is not advisable. So what you do is 1 to 44, how do you get the sum? Now you know n into n plus 1 by 2, which is sum of first n natural numbers. Apply 44 out here, so this is going to be 44, n plus 1 is 45, divide by 2, that's going to be 22, and if you add them up, that is coming out as 990, right? Now 990, this is 990 plus this number 81. If you divide these numbers by 9, remainder for sure is going to be 0. So all that I can say is this entire number is divisible by 9. So let us look for 5. What is the divisibility rule of 5? The 5 says that, now you see the last digit over here is 1. So if you divide this number by 5, for sure your remainder is going to be 1, right? Now we have got a number of this form. So this number, I would say that it is of the form of 9 into n. It's a multiple of 9, because if you divide this number by 9, there is no remainder. तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये 9 का मल्टीपल ही तो है, और जब आप इसको 5 से डिवाइड करते हो, मान लो कुछ x लिख लिया, and that remainder has to be 1. Is that okay? So now what is that we should be doing? Through the hit and trial method, I should be finding out which is the first number that actually follows these two patterns. So if I put n as 1, I get 9. If I put n as 2, that is 18, and then 27, and then 36, and then 45, so forth and so on. Now what is the number over here? 5x plus 1. If I put x as 1, my first number will be 6. If I put x as 2, my second number will be 11. I hope you understand this. If I put x as 3, that's going to be 16. If I put x as 4, that's going to be 21, and then 26, and then 31, and then 36. At the last in the series, I am getting 36 over here and 36 over here. So 36 is the very first number that actually is divisible by 9. You divide it by 9 and you will get 0 as a remainder. And if you divide 36 by 5, the remainder is going to be 1. I hope you're understanding this particular thing. So what is the answer over here? The answer is option number A. I suggest that whenever you have to find out divisibility rule of 9, when numbers are written in a consecutive fashion, you apply n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Do not go for sum of digits, because that would elongate your process, right? Now, with that understanding, let us go to this problem. What is the remainder when this entire number is divided by 16? Now you have learned what is the divisibility rule of 16. 16 is 2 to the power 4, and hence last 4 digits must be divisible by 16, and if it is not, you will get remainders from the last 4 digits only. अगर आपको ये चीज, मेरे ख्याल से पहले वाली वीडियो में हमने ये बात करी थी, तो what is that we should be doing is 4950 should be divided by 16, right? And then this is 3, so this is going to be 48 and 1. This is going to be 16 into 9 is going to be 144, and 6 is the remainder. It's as simple as that. You don't have to do anything else. क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे? 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 46, 47, 48, 49 and 50. So you have to take 4950 divided by 16, because this is the remainder. This is going to be the remainder of the entire thing. That answer is nothing but A. I hope you are getting this one. Now this is such a good problem to solve. It says that what is the remainder when this entire number is divided by 18. Now try to understand this thing. आप क्या करो, पहले तो 18 का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करो। आप देखो ना कितने सारे 2s हैं, कितने सारे 3s हैं यहाँ पे। दिस इज 9 and this is 3 and then this is 3, that's 1. So can I say that this is going to be what, 2 is to power 1 and this is 3 square. So 18 has 1 2 and it has got 2 3s, right? Now 1 factorial is not having either 2 or 3. How about 2 factorial? 2 factorial has only 1 2. How about 3 factorial? 3 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3, which is 6, but it has got only 1 3. How about 4 factorial? 4 factorial, which is 24, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, has got only 1 3, only 1 3. And 5 factorial, if you simplify, that is coming out as 120. That does not have more than 1 3. But what about 6 factorial? What about 6 factorial? Can I say that 6 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Now if you see this very carefully, 6 factorial actually has got 3 over here, and it has got, let me change the color of the pen, and it has got 6 or 3 over here in 3 and 6. And obviously this number has 1 2, right? So can I say that 6 factorial, in fact, which is 720, is it divisible by 18? Yes, it is divisible by 18, right? So can I say that 7 factorial will also be divisible by, because 6 factorial into 7 is 7 factorial, right? So 6 factorial onwards, I would say that 6 factorial onwards, all the numbers are divisible by 18. Please understand this thing. Why am I saying this? Because if 6 factorial is divisible by 18, 7 factorial will also be divisible by 18, and so forth and so on up to 100. So from 6 factorial to 100 factorial, all the numbers are divisible by 18. तो हमारे को रिमाइंडर मिलेगा कहां से? हमारे को रिमाइंडर मिलेगा यहां से, राइट? एंड अगर आप इन नंबर्स को सम करो, तो what is that you should be getting? That's 120, that's 130, and this is 153. This entire sum 1 factorial to 5 factorial is 153. Now probably you should be understanding कि 6 factorial से लेके 100 factorial तक मैंने नंबर्स को क्यों नहीं लिखा, क्योंकि 6 factorial, 7 factorial, 8 factorial ये सारे के सारे नंबर 18 के मल्टीपल है, क्योंकि इन सब में 3s कितने हैं? 2, एंड 2 कितना है? मोर देन 1, तो 2 है ये वहां पे। तो ये सारे के सारे नंबर तो 18 के मल्टीपल हैं। तो 18 के मल्टीपल कौन से नहीं है? वो ये नंबर है, और इनको ऐड करके हम क्या करेंगे? 18 से डिवाइड कर देंगे। सो दैट्स गोना बी व्हाट? 18 8 द 144, राइट? एंड दिस इज 6 and 3, दिस इज गोना बी 9. दैट्स द रिमाइंडर व्हेन दिस एंटायर थिंग इज डिवाइडेड बाय what is the answer? The answer is D, 9. I hope you are understanding this thing, because these are the problems जो दिखने में बड़े ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लगते हैं, बट वो एक्चुअली अगर आप ध्यान से उनको फैक्टराइज करो ना, जब भी आप फैक्टोरियल्स देखना शुरू करो, आप उनको फैक्टराइज करते जाओ, एंड यू विल हैव सर्टेन थिंग्स इन योर ब्रेन, राइट? और अगर वो नहीं बन रहा तो प्रॉब्लम छोड़ के भी भाग जाना चाहिए वहां से। Now this is the problem that we should be solving. I would put this in a difficult category, कि इसको कैसे करेंगे हम यहाँ पे। Try to understand this thing. 1152 is getting divided by this entire number, and what is going to be the remainder? अगर ऐसा करना है तो आप ध्यान से देखो, पहले तो 1152 की प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन कर लेते हैं। Is that okay? If we do that, because this number is divisible by 4, so I'll divide it by 4. This is 2, and then this is going to be 3 and 8, and then 8, and further this is 7 2, and by further 4 this is 18 and 2, and then this is going to be 3 and 3. So I would say that the divisibility, the prime factorization of this number is 4 is to power 3 and 2 is to power 1 and 3 square. So we can say that this is 2 is to power 6, 2 is to power 7 into 3 square. Now this is 1152, right? Now what is that we should be doing? Because we cannot do it, we can do it on our own. What is that we should be finding out? See, if you have understood as to how to do the prime factorization of factorials, which you can find over here, right? So you will find out as to how many 2's are there. Say for example, I have to find out how many 2's are there in 5 factorial. So I'll divide it by 2, and then this is 2, and this is 1. So how many 2's are there in 5 factorial is nothing but, it's nothing but 3, right? Watch that video where I have done in detail as to how to find out prime factorization of a factorial, क्योंकि उसको किए बगैर ना ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लगेगा। तो मैं यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं पता कर रहा हूँ कि कहाँ पे 2⁻7 मिल जाएगा हमारे को। तो जैसा मैंने बोला कि 5 फैक्टोरियल में तो वो पॉसिबल नहीं है, बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ 2's 5 फैक्टोरियल में अगर आपको नंबर ऑफ 2's निकालना है तो आप कैसे निकालते हो, 2 and this is 2, you just write the quotient. So this is it, and if you have 5 factorial whole square, it is going to be what, it is going to be 2⁻6, but then you have 2⁻7. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि 6 फैक्टोरियल ऑनवर्ड्स, 6 फैक्टोरियल स्क्वायर ऑनवर्ड्स, ये सारे के सारे नंबर यहां से तो डिवाइड हो जाएंगे। जैसे आप देखो ना, 6 फैक्टोरियल का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन करते हैं। 6 फैक्टोरियल में 2's कितने हैं, 2⁻a and then 3⁻b and 5⁻c, right? How about 6 is getting divided by 2? So this is 3 and then this is 1. How many 2's I have? 4, right? So I will write this number as 4. How many 3's I have? I will say that this is what it is, 3 and 6. So this number comes out as 2. And how about this number? This number comes out as 1. Now this is the prime factorization of 6 factorial, which is 2⁻4. And if you do the 6 factorial square, don't you think this is 2⁻8 and 3⁻4 and 5 square? I hope you understand this thing. Now this number for sure should be divisible by 2⁻7 and 3 square. So what is that I am trying to tell you is 6 factorial square onwards, all the numbers will certainly be divisible by 1152. तो हमारे को रिमाइंडर आएगा कहां से? हमारे को रिमाइंडर आएगा यहां से 5 factorial square, which is 120 square, which is gonna be what, 14400, and then 4 factorial square, which is 24 square, that's gonna be what, 576, and then 3 factorial square, which is 6 square, that is gonna be 36, and then 2 factorial square. That seems to be pretty job that should be avoided. In an examination scenario, you should be asking whether ये क्वेश्चन लगाने की जरूरत है भी कि नहीं है। अब आप क्या करोगे, इन सारे नंबर्स को ऐड करोगे। इन सारे नंबर्स को ऐड करके क्या करोगे आप, 1152 से डिवाइड करके देखोगे आप। There's a 664 and then this is 7, right, 17, and then 7 and 3 10, 1. So 1 is the carry forward, and 5 4 9, this is going to be 0, and then this is 5, 4 plus 1 5. So this is the number that should be divided by this number to find out what is the remainder, right? So let us do it. It seems to be a kind of weird job, but then we have to do it. 1152 divided by this number is 15017. So how many times? 1 time. Let me change the color of the pen so that it looks more interesting to you, though it is not. That's going to be what, 1152 divided. So this is going to be 9, right? And then this is going to be 4, and then this is going to be what, 3, and then this is you take it out 7, and obviously this will be going 3 more times. So 3 2 is 6, and then this is going to be 345, and then this is 1, and this is 41, and this is the remainder, right? So I say that you need to ask yourself what kind of difficulty level you should be able to take care of in the examination scenario. अगर ये क्वेश्चन मेरे को करना होगा तो मेरे को 3 से 4 मिनट लगे, तो व्हाट आई एम गोना डू इन द एग्जामिनेशन सिनेरियो, आई विल जस्ट एनसर्कल दिस प्रॉब्लम, आई विल मूव अहेड लुकिंग फॉर द स्मॉलर प्रॉब्लम्स, और जब तक मेरे स्मॉलर प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं बन जाते आई वुड नॉट बी सॉल्विंग दिस प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लिखना बहुत पड़ेगा, यहाँ पे सॉल्व बहुत करना पड़ेगा, और हो सकता है कि आगे कहीं पे 2 लाइन का कोई प्रॉब्लम हो जो मेरे को सेम आंसर सेम मार्क्स दे रहा हो, राइट? So, and question selection is also a very important strategy when you're solving these ones. Now, this is what we had in this video. In the next video, we will be talking about the concept of last digit, and we would see as to how we can find out the last digit in these kind of numbers. So I'm gonna see you there when I would be solving these kind of things. They're also very important concept from number system. बहुत सारी जगहों पे बहुत सारे तरीकों से घुमा के ये चीज पूछी जाती है. अगर डायरेक्टली नहीं पूछा गया तो कुछ ना कुछ इसका एप्लीकेशन पूछा जाता है. So watch that one to strengthen your understanding of number system. Thank you very much for watching this video and being so patient with me whenever I solving these problems. I'm gonna see you there. Thank you very much.